Alright guys, so we got a new hero making his debut on the channel today, and his name is Green Lantern. I'm going to be reading Green Lantern Rebirth, and from what I was reading, this is a good starting point for new readers of Green Lantern. I guess a lot of stuff has happened to Hal Jordan over the years, and this is kind of one of those comics that catches you up to the timeline or something like that. I obviously know that Hal Jordan is considered the greatest Green Lantern of all time. However, I know nothing else about him. The Green Lantern I grew up with was John Stewart from the Justice League animated series, and now I know of Guy Gardner from the Superman movie. So other than that though, I know nothing about Green Lantern or any of that, so let's get right into it, man. I'm excited. Alright guys, so I just finished reading Green Lantern Rebirth, and man, this comic is incredible, but there is so much to unpack here, so let's just dive right in. So right off the bat, one of the things I have to say that this comic does fantastic is introducing you to the character of Hal Jordan. Like, if you've never read a Green Lantern comic before, you will not feel overwhelmed. The story doesn't dump all the backstory on you at once. Instead, it sprinkles the information throughout the story, letting you connect the dots yourself, and I just really appreciate that because it gives the story room to breathe and really respects the reader's intelligence. Like, you can tell the creators approach this with new readers in mind. So the story kicks off with Guy Gardner and John Stewart going to a baseball game together, and while they talk, you get a recap of past events. Guy is no longer a Green Lantern, Hal Jordan went rogue as Parallax, and the Corps is still really feeling all of that. You really get a sense of how scattered the Green Lantern Corps is without Hal Jordan, who is clearly the glue that held everything together. Now, character interactions are a highlight throughout the comic as well. There are so many characters involved, man. Like, even the Justice League shows up. And my favorite interactions are with Batman because he's actually just like brutally honest about Hal. Like, Batman sees Hal as reckless and ego-driven, and it's just the perfect contrast to someone like Hal, who's all about instinct and just bold action. John Stewart even lashes out at Batman at one point, just telling him to shut up, and just snaps. Like, these dynamics do a great job of showing who Hal Jordan is without just telling us. They allow the characters to say it for us, and I thought that was really cool. Now, I also discovered some fun details, like Green Arrow being Hal Jordan's best friend, which I really didn't know before, and that friendship actually plays a role later in the story. In fact, there's an amazing moment where Green Arrow actually uses a Green Lantern ring against Sinestro, and he even tries to recite the Green Lantern Oath, but can't remember it, which is such a cool little nod that ties perfectly into the ending of the comic. Now, the visuals. This comic is gorgeous. It's vibrant, colorful, and full of just creative touches, and one of my favorite things is when Kyle Rayner uses his ring to project information, and the projection actually becomes the comic panel on the page surrounded by glowing green energy. It's just such a small touch, but it just brings the story to life. And later when Sinestro is speaking, his speech bubbles have yellow energy, while the Green Lantern's bubbles have glowing green energy. Like, I just love little details like that that really make the comic feel alive. Now, toward the end, when Hal Jordan separates from the Spectre and comes back to life, the Green Lanterns unite around him. And true to form, Batman doesn't buy it and starts running his mouth again, which really pisses off Hal Jordan, and he ends up punching him. That moment made my jaw drop. Like, I just instantly respected Hal Jordan even more. But my favorite part of the comic has to be the battle against Parallax. As all the lanterns use their rings together, you get to see that each ring is a reflection of its wielder's personality. Guy Gardner's ring, for example, practically oozes with green energy, desperate to break free. Each ring isn't just a tool, it's an extension of the Green Lanterns themselves, and I thought that was such a neat touch. So the story wraps up with Parallax defeated but not entirely destroyed, teasing a potential return, and the Corps is really back together, ready to protect the universe. And the final scene brings us back to Green Arrow's lair. He's giving Hal his lantern battery back and admits, "I still can't remember that damn oath," to which Hal replies, "I'll never forget." It's a small but perfect tie-in to earlier moments like when Green Arrow struggled with the ring, and it just leaves the story feeling complete. Guys, this comic was awesome, the ending was perfect, and it's just such a great introduction not only to Hal Jordan, but to the Green Lantern Corps as a whole. I cannot wait to read more, so drop your recommendations in the comments where I should go next with Green Lantern. And if you are new to the channel, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button along with the notification bell to stay updated on when new content like this drops. Thanks for watching, God bless, and I will see you in the next video. See ya!